this is going to be the last part of this gun, and I just want to make this a little bit more public so everybody can see the final end result in a more fun and entertaining way. What I'm going to be doing here is make this look nice and smooth like you see on the video of the final delivery. So let's start with it. And for that, I just want to try to make it look soft, nice. And I'm going to be using the picture render scene. Let me just show you super quick what it's all about. What is this? It's a pre-made scene that you can get on our store, favorite asset store, you name where you want to get it. But it's packed, pre-made with everything that you need, from hair to skin, metal, fabric, stylized, outline, and you name it. We have it, and even some glass in real time. This is of course rendering in Eevee, so check them out later on the store. I'll try to link on the description, but I'm going to be using this as my starting base point. This is how it looks. So I'm going to hide my geometry first because I don't need it, and I'm going to be taking my whole model here inside. I'm going to be creating a new collection. This one is going to be gun. The reason I'm doing this is first I can start blocking my final composition. Second, I don't need to worry at all anymore on my lighting or my presentation. Everything is just already there, and I just need to come and tweak something here, something there, but nothing like really from zero. So it's a huge time saver. Just gonna make my resolution even, center a little bit on the gun. This is made with an add-on called Photographer, really useful. I've been saving a lot of time with that add-on especially. And I'm going to remove these colors, these materials, because they were just for having a sense of a gun, if it's going to be looking good, bad. Not going to be going so fancy in the shader, just something essential like that. With the color, I'm going to be using roughness here, so it looks nice, shiny, vivid, something there. And I'm going to be removing all the other materials as well. This only for the reason because I want to link this material to everything else that I have. So I just set it up once, and once it's everything that I need to do. So I'm gonna hide the lights, invert my selection, select this, Control L, and then link materials, and there it is. I have everything ready. Now, if I turn on again back to the render scene, I'll be having all the materials set up, nice and easy. I just did it once, and that's everything that it takes. Now, lastly, I'm going to be adding an empty, so I can also, I'm going to move this inside this. I hide the render scene, then I can part everything except this to this key object, set parent to, and keep transformation. So every single time that I make an adjustment, I just grab this, and that's how it's gonna be going, or I'm gonna be making my adjustments. Now this was so I can see the gun on profile. It doesn't look bad at all, but if I add subdivision, I can have this nice and smooth effect on it. And I can just go here and solid, so I don't consume too many resources into my software. I'm gonna be selecting this boundary, just this one, and be careful by selecting the bottoms, otherwise you're going to be doing a bevel on places that you don't want to have it. And also I highly recommend you to turn on and off symmetry, sorry, I mean a subdivision surface constantly, so you can see what's going on what's happening with your model. Here again, I'm going to be selecting the boundary and adding this here. And lastly, I'm going to be selecting all of this and as well in the boundary loop. Just careful with the center. We don't want the center. Otherwise, we're going to be creating a bevel there. And now let's turn on this. And that's looking good. Now I want to conserve the hardness of this edge. So I'm going to be adding this edge here, this other one there. Perhaps this one I can also start to make it look a little bit more sharp. Bevel it. Maybe 3 subdivisions. It's breaking a little bit for sure here. So might not be a great idea to add it. I prefer to stay away from them. Now I have that solved. Let's solve this part, the inside. One here at the super bottom. Another one here at the top. Now I want here on the rim. This is the super relaxing part that you just see if all the decisions that you did during the modeling, they make sense. Also here on the grip of the gun, I might want to add an inset so I have this super well defined. And be careful here on your inset because if you don't have a boundary disabled, you will be end up with a mess. Here it is closer. And of course, this part that we've been dealing a lot with it previously, now it's going to be an important piece that we want to have the highlights well defined right there. Now, I don't think we need to add an inset on the bottom because it's deforming nicely. But we're here, the selection is fast. So let's go and see. Remove the sharpness. And it's working even better. Okay, we have it. Perhaps also here I will remove this sharp, clear sharp. And that's the first part of our pod. This top part, I think we can just leave it like that. And this one, let's go and add another subdivision. Isolate it so we can work nicely on it. Let's see, transparency. Let's just push these ones a little bit backwards on their local transformation axis. So I double tap Z at the same time. I make a bevel right here of 2 divisions. This one as well. I'm just making bevel because it's the fastest option. And I can do it for both of my meshes at this moment. The reason I'm going to be taking the one under is because first it has a geometry information that I want to conserve. And here we can merge these together. Now let's see what's going on. Ah, of course. We don't have here an edge, so it's looking a little bit odd. Now that looks a little bit more well defined. Perhaps here from the inside, another one will be required. So we can have that nice rim light there. And now this is what I want to show you. is that here we have this path information, but let's see what we can do. One bevel, and we're gonna merge this one at the center. It's gonna be a little bit tighter, but since it's not a super visible piece, I trust that we can hide it right there. Again, same here. Adding one last edge here around. And here on top. There we go. And that's our piece. Now let's go on the back. I think the back is going to be our last one. I just want to reset now this rotation of that empty so I don't have any issues. I'm going to isolate these two. Subdivision on this one, and it doesn't even look that bad. I think we can leave it. We can leave it like that. Let's see this one, subdivision. Looks good. And these two, they are really not so important. Let's set a subdivision on this one. And here, I'll be adding an extra edge here. What else we can clean up? Let's take a look here on the back. Subdivision. We can improve it definitely. So let's do it. One is here in the back. I'm gonna redo it so I can see properly here what's going on. This one here, also here, so I can retain this cylindrical form. And I'm even thinking about to remove all these faces, but if I just need one edge there to leave them, I'm just gonna leave them. Let them be. And I'm trying to see what's going on here. Why we have this information? I have it just because of my smooth normals, my auto smooth normals. They're fighting right there with the subdivision surface, so I'm not gonna push them to do too much. And I think this is gonna be the last one. And there we have it. Now if we just want to animate it, then I just need to come here and grab this empty. Actually, I'm just gonna disappear this origin because it's just creating me many selection mistakes and I don't want it. And let's go material preview, render actually, so we can see what's going on here. And there it is, our icon finalize. Just as a bonus, I will show you how to perhaps you want to change the background or do something a little bit more interesting. So in this case with the render scene, we can just come here and look for our background, geo background, and add a new material, and you can make it darker so you have more contrast here in front of your project, of your mesh. Of course, reduce the roughness. If you don't want it so bright, you can even move this down So you erase the horizon line and everything is more flat, nicely laid out. It's up to you to play with the scale of your project and your gun, but overall this project is finalized and it looks nice, and I'm just going to be creating a small animation, and that's pretty much it, the conclusion of this project. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial and I hope you enjoyed, and if you have a request for the next one, let me know down there on the comments so we can have fun all together on this journey. See you in the next one.